For me, it's they made me feel safe in the time of my life when I needed it most.
I was quite shocked about like how nice and like family welcoming it is.
They really push you to actually be independent as well. They don't just mess about.
They've helped me. I've come out of my shell a bit more. I'm more independent.
Roundabout, it's sort of been like my second family.
Roundabout is Sheffield's youth homelessness charity, so we've been operational since 1977. We started out as a very, very small responsive service. It was some social workers who felt that young people, particularly at 16, if local authority was closed, they didn't have anywhere to go. So that started from a really tiny house in Sheffield to now we work with over 155 young people every day. We've got a 27-bed hostel. We've got the prevention service, which is where we are here today. So for Roundabout, we feel that we've got all elements of the pathway now.
Yeah, the drop-in service basically, it's a daily service that I run here. It's open 10 till 4:30. And basically it's a service where a young person can come in at any time, because we've realised that a lot of young people struggle to attend appointments on time. Due to the chaotic lifestyle, etc. We take them through to one of the interview rooms that are in the back. We'll sit them down and we have like a daily assessment sheet. Now this daily assessment sheet covers, basically we take all the basic details, name, address, ethnicity, etc. And then below that, it basically asks them on their current housing situation. Now that's where I do my active listening. I let them speak and they explain to me what the situation is, whether they're at home, things are not good at home, or sometimes you get a lot of young people that are sofa surfing, which basically means they're left home and they're staying at a friend's or a relative. We've had a few clients come down and basically they're not homeless, but they need more to the side of the mediation side of things, where they're saying things aren't brilliant at home, but it's manageable.
Children in Need fund the Mediation project. They fund us to work with young people between the ages of 13 and 19. Most of youth homelessness is caused by family relationship breakdown. So by working with people who are at risk of leaving home because of family breakdown, having one-to-ones, giving young people and the parents a chance to talk and reflect on the issues that are affecting them, often that's enough for them to be able to communicate with each other to prevent the relationship breaking down completely. Sometimes young people's relationships have already broken down and they've already left home. So I'll work with that young person to help them to re-establish relationship, because it's really important that that young person isn't estranged from their family.
From living with my dad, because it was just me, my dad and my brother from when I was 9. So I was my mum passed away and then my nan passed away a couple of years later. So when I moved in with my friend, that's when I found out about Roundabout. So I didn't know anything about it before because it's such a small local charity. Obviously I didn't really know anything about being I didn't even think I was homeless at that point, because obviously I was living at my friend's.
So I am the peer education worker, so that involves I train up young people who've experienced homelessness, have used Roundabout services, to go into secondary schools around Sheffield and share their experiences. Going to schools and getting trained up to go into schools increases their confidence, gives them new skills. They can do a BTEC qualification through it as well, so it's kind of giving them things to put on their CV. We deliver probably an hour session with each class, and we do lots of different activities, raising awareness of homelessness, talking about the stereotypes of homelessness. So the benefits for the students in school is just awareness of youth homelessness. So a lot of people just think of homelessness as people on the streets, whereas we're talking about youth homelessness. It's more the hidden homeless, so they might be homeless in the sense of living in a hostel, or they've been sofa surfing, or they're in supported accommodation, and it's kind of raising awareness of that and letting them know about Roundabout, about the services that are available, so that hopefully it'll never happen to them that they have to leave home before they're ready to kind of get their own place and live independently. But if that does happen, they know that we're here, they know that there's support available to them.
So we support young people with a variety of different support needs. So we might have young people that struggle with substances or alcohol, that might be at risk of CSE. that might self-harm, that may be needing a bed because there's something happened to them somewhere else in Sheffield. Basically, we try and bring structure into their lives. So it's a shared house for up to 6 young people. It's staffed 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And it's a safe environment so that they can make mistakes and work with their key workers to, you know, learn from them. And like I say, put things in place and give them the tools so that they can live independently when they're 18.
Well, I was living with housing previously, but their accommodation weren't safe at the time for me with the things that were going on. And then I spoke to my support worker and then they found me alternative accommodation here. So that's how I got involved with Roundabout. So I'm planning on staying here for a couple more months until I work abroad, and then when I come back my priority will be waiting for me so I can get my own place.
We do provide house basics, as we call it, so there's always food in the cupboards and whatnot, but we encourage them to go shopping on a week, plan a menu for the meals for the week, so a shopping list, and we support them to go buy that, and then, you know, we add to that.
It's sort of like being parented. They'll teach you how to cook, how to clean. They'll teach you all your independent skills, what you need without a doubt to live independently anyway.
When I first heard about, oh, I'm going into a hostel, I had all these mad thoughts that it's going to be horrible and there's going to be nothing to do and it's going to be proper dirty and a mess. But when I came here, it's so clean and everyone's so friendly as well. It's really nice.
We currently house 27 young people in 2 parts of the project. We house people between 16 and 21. So people come in, you're allocated a key worker, and right from the very start, people get to know your individual worker and they talk to you about what journey you'd like to go on.
We have 19 bedrooms in the core hostel, and then we've got the flats next door, which are 8 contained flats there. Some are self-contained, some are shared. The young people in their bedroom will have their own bathroom, and then they share the kitchens on the floor. In number 11, they either have their own flat, so they get everything in that flat, or they share a bathroom and a kitchen living space. On average, a young person would normally stay between 6 and 8 months. If they go into their own tenancies, we would then refer them onto our supporting tenant service, which offers floating support in their own council tenancies.
I was really nervous when I came in, but everyone was really welcoming and wanted to get to know me.
A major part of what we do here is we do life skills sessions, we do cooking sessions with clients, and you know, that's to give them their skills to live independently, because this is supported accommodation, and really when they get their own flats they need to be able to budget, they need to be able to cook, to clean, you know, to live.
It's the more serious stuff what you're learning, so it's more like TV licence, water bills, electric bills, how to read a meter, and it's all sort of stuff like that. And if it weren't for my key workers I've had from supportive tenants, I wouldn't have known anything. So I think it was 6 weeks on until I realised that I needed to set up a TV licence.
When I first started, we got virtually all our funding from the council. Sheffield City Council gave us about 75% of our funding, and we got the rest from the rents again. Since the crash and the cuts, we've lost about half of our funding from Sheffield City Council, so we still get some, but we've had to replace that in lots of ways.
The charity shop is Roundabout's first charity shop. It was opened approximately 18 months ago, and it raises funds for the charity, but also it raises the profile of the charity. A lot of people like to use charity shops as much as anything because a lot of people find it difficult times, particularly young people.
We had a campaign a few years ago to refurbish our hostel, which is getting very run down. And that's when we first started going out to the public and business to help us with fundraising. Well, although we're doing well as a charity and helping lots of people, there's still gaps in what we are trying to do. But we need everyone in Sheffield to know about us so we can continue the work we're doing.
Roundabout.
Roundabout.
Roundabout. Roundabout.
Without Roundabout, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Roundabout!